this little stat, but this is the first time you've won a game scoring 3 goals or less since early November. Good to win in a low-scoring game again?
Well, yeah, that's a great stat, actually. Usually takes 4 to 5 to win for the most part here, certainly recently anyway. But, yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a low-scoring game. And I thought for 3 games in 2.5 days, I thought certainly there was breakdowns, but I thought we did a pretty good job of managing that game overall today. And tried to save some energy over the course of the 3 games, using a 4-line game, which we usually do anyway. And, I thought we got some key goals tonight, a couple key saves again, which is always huge. So it's nice, great weekend.
Coming off a bad streak, you're on a great streak now. Are you seeing the difference in the room mentally?
Absolutely. It takes its toll there when you start losing. And, it was a tough 3 weeks for us and some huge adversity there. But the day after we lost to Lehigh here at home, we had a great practice on the Monday, which was supposed to be a day off, and felt real good going into Hartford. And, one win leads into a next one, and played our best game in Providence, which I thought was important. And this week here, we just played real solid. We had multiple guys playing well, and we had our goaltenders this weekend make some key saves at important pockets of the game to either keep it, even like last night, for an example, it's 1-0 them, and Milner makes a heck of a save to keep it 1-0. Just little things like that, and that's something we weren't getting, and it's nice to see now.
Feel like you stopped the bleeding a little bit from that 3-week slide?
Well, it's 2 weeks now. We've 6 points in 6 straight, so it'd be nice to have another good week to kind of make up for those 3 weeks, and then we would kind of be right back where we're at. So we talked to the guys today a lot about we were the only team in our division playing, and people can talk about games in hand all they want, but the teams has to win those too. So for us to win today, that puts a pressure on some teams that are right in front of us, and now we just kind of want to manage our games there, and we got some tough ones coming up. The opponents don't get any easier with Wilkes-Barre Friday nights, but I think it's important that the guys feel good here with the day off and going into next weekend, just because mentally those 3 weeks took its toll, and I think it's gone the other direction here. So hopefully we don't have to face any more adversity like that the rest of the year with 29 to go.
When you have that slide, can that add urgency? But can you also get urgency from seeing Bridgeport on the run they've been and catching up and really pressuring you in the standings?
Well, we talked prior to the game today about every game the rest of the way is going to be almost like a playoff type of game for us because our division is so good. I mean, we went on a 8-0-2 run there at one point and didn't lose in regulation in 10, and we were still in 4th place at the end of the 10 games. So Halleck has made a huge difference in Bridgeport. He doesn't play last night and they lose, but they ran off 8 in a row. So now we've got points in 6 straight, and we just got to continue to win our weeks. 6 is awesome, 5 is great, but we'll take 4 every week. I mean, just the way the nature of the beast here. You got to keep winning your weeks, and we don't want the players to think too far ahead. We just want to think it 1 week at a time. But certainly, it feels good here going into the Super Bowl night here that. We've turned the corner here for 2 straight weeks.
You got 6 of the next 7 on the road now.
Yeah, and the road was a little bit of a concern early in the season, but we've stringed together 3 or 4 now in a row, which was nice to see because I didn't feel good at times on the road. But now I think we've had some consistency. I think that road trip last week certainly helped, and felt that we played a real good game in Providence, and we've got a couple of those coming up here. So we just got to manage it 1 game at a time, but I feel good now based on our recent road play that's turned the corner because we're going to need it because we play a lot of games on the road here down the last couple 2.5 months of the season.
Any Super Bowl thoughts, predictions?
Well, Mike King would not be too happy if I picked Atlanta, so I'll probably go with the Patriots just because we've got a couple diehard coaches in there that are huge fans and going to have their jerseys on here shortly. So, quite frankly, I couldn't really care less who wins the game, but I'll cheer for them, and maybe if they lose, we can heckle Kinger a little bit there. He's pretty fired up right now about the game. So, good.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.